Today we are taking a look at Hatsune Miku from Vocaloid. This is the Hatsune Miku Japan Live Tour 2025 Blooming Figure, released in the Noodle Stopper Figure line by FuRyu. Hatsune Miku is a virtual singer whose voice has been used by creators around the world to produce music in many different styles. She has also appeared in concerts, games, and a wide range of collaborative projects. Her clear identity, broad musical presence, and strong connection with fans have made her one of the most recognizable virtual singers. Today's highlights for this figure are the gentle and lovable expression looking toward the viewer, the colorful skirt decorated with flowers, and the small seated pose. The first highlight is the expression. The large flower-themed eyes look directly toward the viewer, while the thin curved mouth and the soft color across the cheeks create a calm and friendly smile. The short sections of hair beside the cheeks also frame the face without covering the eyes. The second highlight is the skirt decorated with flowers. Large blue and yellow flowers overlap the white and translucent upper sections, while red and pink frills spread beneath them. The long black ribbons with red lines cross over these layers and add another flowing element around the waist and skirt. The third highlight is the seated pose. The arms are brought inward and the gloved hands meet between the knees, while both legs hang down from the seated body. The large twin tails curve around the outside of the figure and frame the compact pose from both sides. This channel brings you figure reviews and anime merchandise updates straight from Japan. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. The head is built around a gentle expression that looks directly toward the viewer. The face has softly rounded cheeks that narrow toward a small chin, and the thin mouth curves slightly upward at both ends. A light blush spreads across the cheeks and supports the calm, lovable mood. The eyes are large and framed by strong black upper eyelid lines, with small red-purple details along the outer edges. Inside the irises, green, light blue, and yellow sections form a flower design around the center, while small white highlights keep the gaze clear. The bangs are divided into several narrow locks across the forehead. The central sections fall toward the eyes, while the outer locks curve upward beside the cheeks and leave the eyes fully visible. A short strand rises from the top of the head with a white curved marking around its base. Behind the face, the hair expands into two large twin tails tied high on the head. Translucent flower decorations sit at their roots, with black ribbons carrying red lines layered over them. Each twin tail spreads outward in a wide curve, bends inward, and opens again before dividing into several pointed ends. Some lower locks curl back toward the inside, leaving open spaces between the thicker sections. The green color gradually changes into clear parts toward the ends, creating a visible gradient. White and yellow flower patterns appear across the broad surfaces at different heights. The wide curves, clear part gradient, flower patterns, and long ribbons give the hair a strong presence from the front, sides, and back. The upper body is organized around the narrow collar, the translucent flower decoration at the neck, and the inward angle of both arms. A slim collar follows the neck, and translucent flower parts spread outward beneath it across the upper chest. A round black fastener sits at the center, with a green ribbon extending downward below it. These transparent parts remain separate from the white flowers placed lower on the outfit, dividing the neck area into several layers. The main outfit is white and follows the shape of the torso while leaving the shoulders exposed. A continuous band of white flowers runs across the chest and around the upper arms. Each flower has a raised center and broad petals, and the neighboring flowers overlap to form a thick border around the upper edge. Beneath that border, the white chest section gathers into small folds. From the back, the translucent flower decoration extends across the upper back, while the white torso section continues below it and narrows toward the waist. Both arms move inward from the shoulders, with the elbows kept close to the body and the forearms forming nearly parallel lines toward the center. The hands meet between the knees and connect the upper body directly to the seated pose. She wears gloves that are mainly white, with the fingertips changing to green. Black ribbons with red lines are attached around the wrists and remain separate from the gloves. The collar, translucent flower parts, black fastener, green ribbon, white flower border, gloves, and wrist ribbons remain clearly divided across the upper body. The lower body begins with a wide black ribbon wrapped around the waist, with a red line running through its center. At the back, it forms large loops before dividing into long ends. These ends pass across the skirt, curve outward, and overlap the surrounding flowers and twin tails. Beneath the ribbon, the upper skirt is made from white flower motif panels that spread outward from the waist. Their outer edges are divided into rounded sections, with small vertical openings inside several panels. A translucent layer sits underneath and remains visible around the lower edges. Large blue and yellow flowers are arranged across the front and outer areas of the skirt. They overlap the white panels, the translucent layer, and the red section below them. Beneath the upper layers, a red frill spreads around the figure with repeated folds along its edge. A pink frill extends underneath and opens more widely around the back. The black shorts remain visible inside the skirt behind the red and pink layers. Long black ribbons with red lines pass over the flowers and frills. The thighs extend forward from the seated body, while the lower legs hang downward from the knees. Both legs are covered by red tights, with pale flower patterns near the knees. The shoes are mainly white, with red sections along the front and near the openings. White flowers decorate the ankles, and simple green rings rise from the back of the shoes. Thick, transparent soles complete the lower sections and remain visible from the front and underside. This figure is approximately 14 centimeters tall. That's about 5.5 inches. For size comparison, here's a 350 milliliter can. That's about 12 ounces in the US. Overall, Hatsune Miku by FuRyu stands out because this figure combines a gentle expression, large flower-decorated twin tails, a layered costume, and a compact seated pose. The face creates a soft first impression. The large eyes look directly toward the viewer, with green, light blue, and yellow flower designs inside the irises. The thin smile and light color across the cheeks complete the calm and lovable expression. The hair gives the figure much of its width and movement. The bangs are divided into narrow sections, while the shorter locks beside the cheeks leave the eyes clearly visible. The twin tails spread widely around the body, with white and yellow flower patterns across their surfaces. Their green color gradually changes into clear parts toward the ends, and translucent flower decorations with black and red ribbons are placed at the roots. The upper body keeps the costume details clearly separated. Translucent flower parts spread beneath the narrow collar, with a round black fastener and a green ribbon at the center. White flowers continue across the chest and around the upper arms. Both arms move inward, and the white gloves with green fingertips meet between the knees. Black ribbons with red lines also decorate the wrists. The lower body contains the largest concentration of flower and layered elements. White flower motif panels and a translucent layer sit above large blue and yellow flowers, with red and pink frills spreading beneath them. The black shorts remain visible inside the skirt, while long black and red ribbons cross over the outside. Red tights with pale flower patterns lead down to white shoes finished with white flowers, green rings, and transparent soles. The eye moves naturally from the face to the hands, then through the flower-covered skirt and down along the legs. The twin tails and waist ribbons spread outward and keep the full silhouette easy to follow. Because of that, fans of Vocaloid or Hatsune Miku will likely enjoy this piece very much. Collectors who like flower-themed costumes, layered skirts, and compact seated poses should find it a very satisfying addition. That's it for this video. If there's any part of the figure you liked, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.